Hey guys, what's going on? So, taking a little independent ride around town today, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go riding tonight, and I'm thinking that my Sena just died, so I'm gonna stop talking now. Let's see if I can figure it out. Shit. Nope. Nope. Well, I'll talk just in case it didn't die, and if it did, then just fuck it, I'll do it again. Anyways, so I went out to dinner the other night with some people, and I, started talking about learning how to ride, and this one lady was like pretty intrigued, and whoa, buddy, excuse me. How to get over again? Damn it, I'm not fast enough for this. I forget the Grom can go places I'm not used to going, but still. Okay, yeah, so we were talking about learning how to ride and stuff like that, and she's older, and so they decided they wanted to check out the channel, which was kind of interesting. But the whole reason that came up is they all were super surprised that I was married and blah, 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 blah. And I feel like the fact that I look like I'm like 19, 20, and I'm married always like shocks people. And then I feel like people always get into, they ask me why I got married, and they ask me like questions like that, and I feel like, as bad as this sounds, like asking people why they got married is like a kind of like that's one of those questions that like I don't even think I would ever ask anybody, and I feel like it's super weird that people ask it all the time. But I feel like marriage is a personal choice, and I feel like, especially now with, everything that happened on Friday, it's something that's going to be in conversation all the time, and I avoid all of those stupid conversations. I avoid any type of confrontation. Like, I'm just like that person, like, yeah, cool, you, yeah, whatever. But I'm actually going to bring this up. So, I personally think that you should be able to do whatever you want. That if you want to get married to someone of the same sex as you, then that is exactly what you should do. I don't think that we should be able to limit people. But the reason I bring it up is not because of that, it's because the way that people react. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but more so than that, like, if you think about it, how many other things have happened in, history that have had the same reaction? People used to think that women couldn't vote, that black people couldn't vote, that, there was so much shit that wasn't acceptable, and nowadays you think about it and you're like, that's just weird. Like, the idea of that not being okay and that being an issue is just like, it doesn't even make sense in my head. No, I mean, I'm sure there's probably men out there who still think women shouldn't vote, but it's like it's just normal, and I feel like people should just accept that there are things that change, and they just need to go with it and let people live their own lives. That's what I've never understood. Like, I don't know, it's kind of the same as, like, it's not the same, but people never let anyone live their own lives. It's like, the parents who want to tell you what you need to do with your life, and it's, the same for people whose parents really, really wanted them to go to college, but they didn't want to go, and they feel like they're horrible people and they're failures because they didn't do something that someone else did. And why the hell does it matter what someone else thinks? Like, it is your life, and really, like, the only person who needs to be happy with it is you. I mean, if you're happy, then be happy. Jesus. This stupid bike likes to go to neutral a lot and not tell you. And it is really freaking annoying me. Sometimes I'm like not even sure what the heck it's doing. Biggest reason that the bike doesn't go for me. Neutral. Neutral. Why is it so easy to find neutral when you're riding, but I can never find stinking neutral when I want to? Doesn't even make sense. Like, it should not be that easy to find while riding, and that hard to find when not riding. Alright. That's my rant for the day. Side note, I've recently realized that I have an obsession with sushi. probably an unnatural obsession with sushi. Like, I go a few days and I'm like, okay, like, I feel like an addict. Like, there's definitely something wrong with me. Definitely something wrong. I'm never gonna be able to have kids because I eat far too much sushi and drink far too much wine to be able to, like, mentally handle that. And I'm not really sure anyone's gonna be able to deal with me when I can't eat those things or drink those things. So yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah, I feel like my brain's usually really spastic, and I usually can just, like, say whatever, but for some reason, there's, like, a fog over my head today. I'm not really sure why. But I'm not quite as random, so I apologize if I'm not as entertaining. Maybe it's just, like, you see the day. This has been the whole day. And then my obsessive-compulsive self went through and literally, like, cleaned out every single crevice of my house and, like, organized things, and it was a little bit much, but it had to be done. It took me like 4 hours. I started at like 7 a.m. Who starts cleaning their house at 7 a.m.? But yeah, the house is clean, the cars are clean, the bikes are clean, everything is clean. It is great. Yeah. Good day. And then I went to IKEA. I don't know how many of you have been to IKEA. It's a very overwhelming store, especially on a Saturday. Like, there were so many people in there. I wanted to kind of wander on the top, which is where all the furniture is, and I gave up because there were so many people I couldn't even move, and it was stressing me out. Like, it was fully stressing me out. I'm gonna move up because this light should have changed, and there's a car behind me, so maybe he'll trip it. Look at me thinking ahead. These cops make me super nervous around here because they're just, like, assholes for no good reason. But hey, I have a taillight, so I'm not illegal. Yeah, that's really all I have today. I don't even know what I talked about anymore, to be completely honest with you. I have absolutely no freaking clue what I've said, so... Or if it worked. But, yeah! Hope you have a great day, and, bye! Do 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 do.